Carving of the steps and 485-foot-long perimeter wall for the Iraivan Temple is progressing smoothly at our carving site in Bengaluru. Kubera Stapati, the great artisan in Swamimalai who crafted the base for the temple's Sivalingam, shared that he and his wife had remained unfortunately childless until he finished this massive project for the temple. He and his wife were blessed with a baby boy as the avudaiyar departed for Kauai. The monks ventured to our Himalayan Acres farm across the river during a special quarterly all-hands workday called Guru Thondo Day. We planted 1,400 koa seedlings, a native Hawaiian hardwood highly prized as a craft and furniture wood, as part of the ongoing agricultural endowment efforts envisioned by Gurudeva 15 years ago. December is historically a month our monastery sees the most visitors. It seemed this year the number may have been the largest ever. Families on holiday, devotees on pilgrimage, and traveling swamis from other orders graced us with their presence and took part in a variety of activities. In December, Acharya Arumuganathaswami and Sadhaka Jayanatha went on a mission to California to improve the treatment of Hinduism in the state's public school system, specifically in its 6th grade textbooks. At a hearing in Sacramento of the State Board of Education's Instructional Quality Commission, children gave compelling testimony of humiliation and insult by their peers as a direct result of the way Hinduism is currently being taught.
Last year, I learned about Hinduism in India, and I was saddened by how I saw Hinduism was being taught compared to other religions. There were times in class when some bold students would speak out against the words of the textbook, but those words would be shot down by the teacher because she was told to follow the textbook and the state standards, which are not factually accurate. I was very happy to see how other religions and empires were presented in a higher standard and positive light, so why leave out Hinduism and India from this group? Even to a 6th grader like me, this bias was so glaringly obvious. If Christians have a say in how Christianity is depicted, and so do other religions, then should not Hindus have a say in how Hinduism is depicted? Nobody wants to learn if gravity can pull someone up. They want to know if it can pull someone down. Similarly, no one wants to know the fake stuff about Hinduism. People want to know the true facts.
Being a Hindu myself, I noticed that there were many things wrong with the book. In fact, it got to the point where my teacher simply let me teach the class because it was more accurate than the textbook. A textbook, a student's biggest resource for learning, shouldn't be so flawed that a 6th grader can provide better information. I'm solely focused on not having a religion with over 1 billion practitioners misrepresented in school, a place where children come to learn information that they will use in everyday life.
Because how can I be a proud American when American textbooks are attacking my religious and cultural heritage? And how can I be a proud Indian when solely negative information is being published solely about India and Hinduism? I've read the chapters about India on ancient India in multiple California 6th grade textbooks. And with the information that's published in these textbooks, it's not at all surprising to me that a lot of my Indian friends and family seem to feel ashamed of their Indian heritage. They try to not be Indian. And I can't really blame them, because nothing appealing about India or Indian religion is being presented in these chapters. How are kids supposed to feel secure in their religion and heritage when they have nothing to feel proud of? When their friends are probably making fun of the religion that, according to what they're being taught, is based on ideas like an oppressive caste system and sexism. And they're not being taught that other ancient civilizations at the same time had equally oppressive social classifications and were equally sexist. And they're being taught that India was nothing until the Aryans invaded, even though the Aryan invasion theory is historically improbable. Textbooks either need to point out the flaws of every ancient civilization and every religion, or point out the flaws of none of them. But it's completely unfair to take a single society, culture, heritage, religion, and completely tear it to shreds while ignoring the mistakes that have been made by others.
With the world's 2 largest democracies, the United States and India, becoming intertwined socially, economically, and spiritually, it is extremely important that American students accurately understand Hindus, 1 in every 7 people on Earth.
This draft framework, prepared by your predecessors, does not reflect the input of experts on India or Hinduism, nor of the community itself. We have submitted revisions that, for the 6th grade, that are in accord with the social content standards, that are complete, that are almost the same length as the original, reflect the best recent scholarship and the sentiments of the Hindu community, especially of the parents and their children who we've met by the hundreds in the last 5 days. These changes meet all the laws and stipulations of the state. They will be beneficial to the self-esteem and emotional health of the young students by making the narrative on Hinduism comparable to the depiction of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam in the textbooks. Thank you very much.